Welcome everyone. We were discussing the process of protein synthesis, how proteins are synthesized. Okay. So in the synthesis of proteins, we have discussed this first two steps, that is the assembly of ribosomal subunits. Two ribosomal subunits were assembled because of the magnesium, because to assemble this magnesium ions are required. So first step was to assemble these two units. Okay, on these units we have E site, P site, A site, and we have this amino acid, that is mRNA binding site. So on this mRNA has been binded here on this site. Now on this first one, the first will be AUG, which will be at the P site, and here the next amino acids will come and bind at the A site. Okay, now as this moves, first this is one amino acid, now this is another tRNA. You just imagine it as amino acid 2. This is amino acid 1. Amino acid 1, amino acid 2, some code is there, U, G, C, G, A. So like this code is there on the mRNA. So what happens? This ribosome starts moving on the mRNA. So when the ribosome starts moving, AUG was here now. Now here, if I make this one. So now when the ribosomes move on this mRNA, here AUG was on the P now, here now AUG will be on the E site, and this amino acid 2 will be on the P site, and a new amino acid 3 will be there on the A site. Okay, and here a bond is formed. For example, if this is the tRNA will exit here F met, because this is the AUG, methionine will be there. Now here amino acid 2 is there, here amino acid 3 is there. Okay, this is the tRNA. Amino acids are there. Now here what happens is, at this P site, bond formation will take place. Bond formation will take place, and this tRNA will be exited. tRNA minus amino acid will be exited from the E site. Okay, now here AUG was there now. Now here AUG won't be there when it exits, comes out from the ribosome. When the tRNA comes out from the ribosome, AUG will not be there. This amino acid will not be there on the tRNA. Only tRNA will be coming out from the ribosome, from the E site of the ribosome. Only tRNA will be coming out, not the amino acids. Then where will be the amino acids? They will be joining and making the bond. They will be joining and making the peptide bond. So if we move further now, here if this is the smaller one, this is the larger one. Now here we have this mRNA, here we are. Now here inside this now F met, then amino acid 2, amino acid 3, like this bond formation is taking place at the P site, and at the A site new amino acids are coming and joining. New amino acids are coming and joining. So this process of moving will take place till it gets, this process of formation of joining of new amino acids will take place till it gets the stop codon. Okay, for example, here it is the stop codon. We have 3 stop codons, that is UAA is one stop codon. We have 3 stop codons, that is UGG, UAA and UAG. If we get any of one of this chain, this joining of amino acids will stop, because there is no tRNA for this stop codons. There is no tRNA which will be binding with the stop codons. So when this comes now, there won't be any tRNA. When there is no next tRNA, no next amino acid, then this cycle, that is the chain formation, will stop. Okay. So, chain formation will stop in two cases, because in first case, when this on the sequence of mRNA, if we get the stop codon, then the sequence, that is the chain synthesis, will be stopped. Otherwise, the chain synthesis will take place till it gets the code. Okay, till it gets the codes, the chain synthesis will take place. Amino acids will come and join, that is new amino acids will come and join here, and the previous amino acids will exit from the E site. Okay. So, here I have written, as new amino acid chain continues, to form. Okay. So, this chain continues to form, the previous tRNAs, the tRNA of this, the tRNA of this, the tRNA of this, the previous tRNAs will exit from the E site. tRNAs will be coming out from the E site. Okay. A chain of amino acids will be formed. So, this chain will be joined, that is these amino acids will be joined together with the help of this peptide bond. This bond, how these amino acids are attached? This bond, their amino acids are attached by bonds. Which bonds? Peptide bonds. Amino acid, this is the first amino acid, this is joined to second amino acid with the help of a bond. That bond is called as peptide bond. Okay. So, now after this bond is formed, the tRNA will be exiting. First tRNA will exit. tRNA which was carrying first amino acid will exit. Okay. Then as it moves further, tRNA which was carrying the second amino acid will exit, and second amino acid will form bond with the third amino acid. Then comes the fourth amino acid. Okay. When fourth amino acid comes, here this one, another, the second tRNA which was carrying the second amino acid, it will be exited. So, the second, that is the third amino acid will form bond with the fourth amino acid. So, like this bonds will be formed, and with this bonds a new chain will be formed. So, first is the F-met, then we have amino acid 2, then we have amino acid 3, then we have amino acid 4, then we have amino acid 5. So, like this the tRNAs will be exiting, new will be joining, a chain will be formed. So, this chain will be formed till it gets the stop codons. The chain will be formed till it gets the stop codons. Those will be UGG or UAA and UAG. So, if it gets any of one of these three, so this chain formation will stop. Okay. So, this bond formation will be stopped. So, with this bond, this first amino acid and second amino acid is joined by this bond. This bond is called as peptide bond. Okay, this is also peptide bond. So, peptide bonds will be formed. So, with the help of this peptide bonds, amino acids, a long chain of amino acids is formed. So, this long chain of amino acid is nothing but peptide or protein. Peptide chain or the protein chain. Okay. So, what we said at the translation, what we gave the definition for translation. So, formation, the process of polymerization of amino acid to form peptide. So, the process of polymerization. Polymerization means formation of long chain of what? Amino acid, that is combining, or that is a long chain of amino acid is combined, that is polymerization is nothing but formation of long chain of amino acids. So, this long chain of amino acids is nothing but peptide or protein. So, this addition will continuously take place till it reaches the stop codon, or the end of this mRNA. So, till then it will continue, the ribosomes will continue moving, new amino acids will be attached according to the sequence. if the sequence is UGA, if the sequence is UGA, which is for isoleucine, only isoleucine will come and attach on it, not valine or other one. Okay, if the sequence is TTA, so this amino acid of this sequence will only be coming and attaching on it. Methionine will not come here, valine will not come here. Only the code, according to this code, whatever the amino acid is there, it will come and join and form a long chain of peptide. So this is how the process of protein synthesis will take place. Okay, and once the code is read, once we get the stop codon, the chain formation will stop. The chain formation will be stopped, and what happens after the chain formation is stopped? Here this ribosomes which have been joined together, which have been as the ribosomal units which have been joined together or assembled together, it will dissociate. After this chain is formed, okay, if I write like this, it will be F-met, then amino acid 1, then amino acid 2, amino acid 3, amino acid 4. So like this a chain is formed, that is a polymer of amino acid has been formed, which is nothing but peptide or this proteins. So this peptide chain, after we get the stop codon, this peptide chain, whichever the peptide chain which we get, it is transferred to wherever it is required. Okay, this chain, after we get the stop codons, the process of this joining will be stopped, joining of amino acid or chain formation will stop, and this chain which has already been formed, it will be taken to the place where it is required. It will be taken to the place where it is required. Okay, and this chain is taken to the place where it is required. Now the rest, these that is ribosomal subunits will dissociate. Ribosomal subunits will dissociate, and this mRNA is also destroyed. Okay, so we were having this this mRNA, it will be destroyed, this ribosomal subunits, they will dissociate, then we have this chain. Okay, this chain, peptide chain, will be taken to the place where it is required. So this is how proteins will be formed. This is how proteins will be formed. So what was the actual process of proteins and how proteins were synthesized? Now DNA has changed into RNA, that is a copy of RNA is formed by the DNA, which was nothing but mRNA. So whatever sequence was there on the mRNA, it has been translated and a protein has been synthesized. So proteins has been synthesized from mRNA. Okay, this process is the changing of DNA, formation of RNA from DNA. This is transcription, and whatever the information was there on the mRNA has been translated into proteins. So this is the information. According to this information, amino acid came and attached. According to this, amino acid came and attached, and because of this amino acid chain, proteins have been formed. So this was called as translation. This is called as translation. So both this process together, transcription and translation together, this is the central dogma. This is the central dogma, from that is how DNA is synthesizing the proteins, how this DNA is synthesizing the proteins. DNA cannot directly synthesize the protein. First, DNA needs to be transcribed into mRNA, then mRNA will translate into proteins. Okay, mRNA will translate into proteins. So this we see, this process of central dogma is we see in the organisms where DNA is the genetic material and RNA helps in the synthesis of proteins. But there are certain organisms certain viruses where the genetic material is RNA, where the genetic material is RNA. So, how proteins will be synthesized in that organisms. Let us see this one, a small in the organisms where DNA is the genetic material, in organisms where DNA is the genetic material. So, what is happening? DNA is changing into mRNA, okay, and this mRNA is changed into proteins, translated into proteins. This is how the process will take place in the organisms where DNA is the genetic material. So, this genetic material is helping in the synthesis of proteins. It cannot do directly. So, that is why it has made a copy of mRNA, and mRNA is helping in the synthesis of proteins. But where? In the organisms where RNA is the genetic material. RNA is the genetic material. So, we will assume that RNA is the genetic material now. RNA is making the proteins. So, directly it can make the proteins. No, it won't be like that. So, what happens in these organisms now? Reverse transcription will take place. In the organisms where RNA is the genetic material, their reverse transcription take place. So, what happens there? Here the RNA is the genetic material. First, it will change into DNA. First, it will change into DNA. Then, DNA will change into mRNA, and mRNA will translate into proteins. Okay. So, first thing which is happening is reverse. RNA is changing into DNA. So, this process, this is transcription. If I write this, DNA changing to mRNA, this is transcription, okay, and mRNA changing into proteins, this is translation. This is translation, okay. Now, here DNA to mRNA, first step is RNA is changing into DNA. So, reverse, here DNA was changing into RNA. Now, here RNA is changing into DNA. So, what is happening? Reverse is happening. So, what we call it as reverse transcription. Reverse transcription. Reverse transcription. Okay. Now, in this reverse transcription, enzyme which is required for doing this, for changing this, for reversing this RNA into DNA. So, the process is called as reverse transcriptase, reverse transcription, and the enzyme is called as reverse transcriptase. In transcription, DNA polymerase was the enzyme, DNA polymerase, RNA polymerase, they were helping in the replication and transcription processes. Here, the process which is done is reverse transcription. So, what is happening? RNA is changing into DNA first. Okay. One extra step is there here. Here only DNA changed to mRNA, mRNA to proteins. 2 steps was there. Here one extra step is there. The third step is there. And this is the first step. RNA is changing into DNA. The process is reverse transcription, and to help this process, enzyme is required. I already said you, enzymes are very essential for this processes. So, for this reverse transcription also, enzyme is required, and the enzyme which helps in this reverse transcription is reverse transcriptase. Okay. So, with the help of this reverse transcriptase, reverse transcription will take place, and RNA is changed to DNA. Okay. RNA is changed to DNA. So, from the strand of RNA, a DNA strand will be made, and then this DNA will change into again mRNA. So, this process is called as transcription. And this RNA will again further translate into proteins. This process is translation. So in the organisms where DNA is the genetic material, two processes, transcription and translation, will take place, whereas in the organisms where RNA is the genetic material, so what happens? This RNA will first change into DNA by the process of reverse transcription, and with the help of the enzyme reverse transcriptase, then DNA will change into mRNA. Okay, so if we take this in the organisms, that is RNA is there in the virus. RNA as a genetic material is present in some viruses. So viruses are not capable of that is multiplying by their own. So what will happen? This is the bacteria. When the virus infects this bacteria, the genetic material of bacteria will enter into the genetic material of this virus will enter into the bacteria. Now here this is the genetic material is the RNA. So now this RNA will change into DNA by the process of reverse transcription and with the enzyme reverse transcriptase. So this RNA will change into DNA, and then again DNA will change into mRNA, and mRNA will help in the synthesis of proteins. It will help in the synthesis of proteins. So here, so like this many particles of this DNA will be replicated, this RNA will be replicated, proteins will be formed. We have seen this process, transformation and all. So proteins will, but here basically this is how the reverse transcription will take place. So this will take place, this type of or process will take place in the organisms where RNA is the genetic material, and those two steps will take place in the organisms where DNA is the genetic material. So this all process is done for the synthesis of proteins. All the process, everything is done for the synthesis of proteins. These proteins are very much essential because they will only help in the characterization, that is the characters, they will only express, these proteins will express in the form of traits in the individual. These proteins which are formed, they will be expressed in the form of traits or the characteristics in the form of individual. So brown color, red eyes, blue color eyes, green color eyes, these are the different traits. It is because of the proteins. So DNA will change into mRNA, mRNA will translate into proteins, and these proteins give characteristics to the organisms. These proteins will give different traits. These proteins will be expressed in the form of traits. How do we see this one? These proteins are expressed in the form of traits in the individual. So here proteins will be expressed, but these expression has to be regulated. This expression of proteins in the individual in the form of characters, it has to be regulated. So in the next video we will see about regulation of gene expression. We have seen the proteins have been formed and they will be expressing in the form of traits. So how this regulation of expression of proteins will take place or the traits will take place, we will see in the next video.